What's going on, my dudes? Welcome to the channel. I'm Quitty Bags, and today, my dudes, we are building a zombie/XP farm. Now, this farm is absolutely amazing. You could use this with other spawners. Say you find a dungeon with a skeleton spawner or anything else. You could use the same method to farm that spawner as well, just to let you guys know. But today, we're doing it with a zombie spawner. Now, before we get started, let's see if we can smash 1,000 likes on this video. And also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that sub button to become one of the dudes, and don't forget to hit that little bell. All right, let's get started, my dudes. So as you can see, the first step is you're going to need to find a dungeon with a spawner in it. Now, it could be a zombie spawner, a skeleton spawner, anything you want, but you need to find the spawner first. Next thing you're going to want to do is just close the room off. Make sure you're nice and safe. Put a torch on this if you want. Make sure to light it up, so no zombies spawn while you're in here. Now, I'm going to show you guys what you're going to require to build this. We are going to need 4 hoppers, 4 rails, 1 minecart with a hopper, 2 water buckets, 2 chests, 1 slab, 1 lever, 4 pistons, 8 observers, and 1 trident. Now, if you guys don't have a trident, looting 3, go kill some drowns with tridents on them, and you're most likely to get one pretty quick. Now, if you don't want to build this with the trident killer, you could just build a drop chamber, and I'll explain that later. Now, here is optional materials. You're going to probably need a couple stacks of bricks to fill in some stuff, some holes in the wall. And then optional is glass. We're going to be using around 64 pieces of glass. Well, not that much, but roughly a few, I don't know, probably half a stack. If you guys want to use this, it's totally optional. All right, let's get into building it. All right, so we're going to dig a 2x2 hole underneath the spawner, and we're going to go 3 down. So that's 1, 2, 3, like that. So build that first, and then after you're down here, you're going to want to count 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then do it from the center again. On each side, go 4 blocks in. That's 3 and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, once you've done this, you want to connect each corner now. So dig all the way through and connect each corner. Now, basically what you're doing here is we are going to basically tear apart the whole room and make it a 10 by 10 room. All right, so just tear all this apart and build yourself a 10 by 10 room, 3 blocks down from the spawner, and then a 10 by 10 from this 2 by 2. So I'm going to dig all this out now. All right, so we're 3 blocks underneath the spawner. Now make sure you build a 2 by 2 like this, and it should be 4 blocks here, 4 blocks here, 4 blocks here, and 4 blocks here, making the room a total size of 10 by 10, and the hole is directly in the middle. Now what we're gonna do is basically just go around the sides here and get rid of all this and open the room up a bit. So get rid of all these walls. So once you've dug out the room, you have your 10 by 10 room, and you have your 2 by 2 hole in the center. Now, this doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure there's no light coming in any of the sides because you want it to be as dark as possible. But it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to space it out so zombies can actually drop. So the next thing you're going to want to do is grab your 2 water buckets. You're going to want to make an infant water pool anywhere. And basically, you just need 4 buckets of water and put them in the corners like this. So as you guys can see, a 10 by 10 room actually makes it so the water won't flow all the way into the hole. But when mobs spawn up here, they'll land here and they'll fall down just like that. All right, so once you're at this step, you got your water flowing, you got your room dug out, your spawner's up here. You're gonna want to dig. Let's go 6 blocks down. Now, if you're close to bedrock, this will be, or if you're close to lava, this will be an issue, so I'll have to clean up all this lava. But be very careful when digging straight down, of course. All right, once you dig your hole, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, along the sides. It doesn't really matter how big this hole is. You just want it so you have enough space to actually put the loot collecting system. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna dig all this out. I gotta get rid of all this lava. So just dig out like a nice size room around here. It doesn't really need to be a certain size, but this is where your mobs are gonna drop, and you're actually gonna create a trident killer here. So we want to get as much space as possible. All right, so the first thing you're gonna want to do is grab your 2 chests. Let's put these in our inventory, and you're gonna want to line them up with this block here. So right, nope, back here. So like this, make sure the 2 chests are behind the 2x2 block that the mobs are actually going to spawn from and fall down. And then you're going to want to go behind that chest and place 4 hoppers just like that. Make sure to crouch when placing these into each other, okay? Make sure you actually literally crouch, place the hopper aiming at the chest, place it again like this, place it again like this, and make sure you're crouched the whole time or else it will not work. Now, if you want to test if your hopper is working correctly, just throw a couple things on top, and boom, bada big, as you guys can see, it ends up in the chest. Next thing you're going to want to do is go over top of the hoppers and put rails all the way around. Make sure to crouch while placing these, and then put your minecart with a hopper on top just like that. All right, so your next step is we are going to put a glass floor on top of this, just like that. So this will actually catch the drops. All right, now we're going to need to get up here, and I encourage you to make some space here because this is where we're going to put the trident killer. So let's make some space around here and get rid of this side wall. And now what we're going to do is we're going to place 4 pistons. And how we're going to do this is we're going to grab temporary blocks and place a temp block here. Place a temp block here. And here. And here. And now you're going to grab your pistons. And you're going to place 1 like that, 1 like that, 1 like that, and 1 like that. Now this is what's going to push around the trident and actually kill the mobs for you. Now you're going to grab your observers. And you're going to place 1 like this. You're going to place the next one like that, the next one like that, the next one like this, the next one like this, next one like that, and for the final one, like that. So make sure it's in this pattern, okay? Pretty easy. If you didn't understand it, just rewatch and you guys will understand it pretty quick, but it might be a little tricky at first. Okay, so now let's climb up here, and what we're going to do now is I'm going to put a glass layer. Now, this is optional. Totally up to you if you guys want to do this. I'm going to place a glass layer here. And I want to be able to see the mobs. That's why. Just like that. Okay, so that's looking good. What we're going to do now is throw our trident in the center. Like that. All right, after we've thrown our trident down, we're going to want to dig a little hallway up here. So just kind of dig something out. Make sure to light it up so no mobs spawn in here. All right, so this is what it looks like. I got it all cleaned up. So basically, it's just a little hallway off the top here, and then you can put some ladders. This is just so, like, I don't know, if you ever have issues, you can climb up here and check out what's going on. I just make one. It's always handy to have. And then you can walk down here to see all the mobs and stuff like that. And that's why I got you guys to put glass. You guys can dig out around this. That's why I got you guys to put glass so you can actually see what's happening with the trident killer. Now, the next thing you're going to do is we're going to grab a lever and we're going to place it on one of the pistons and then turn it on like that. And once it's done a full rotation, click it again. As you guys can see, the trident is now going in like a circular square motion. And we can turn that off for a minute. We're going to come up here. Now, careful you don't pick up your trident. If you do, just break the glass and throw it back down. Now, we're going to use a slab here. And this is what's going to be able to get us XP. Because sometimes down here you don't get the XP from the mobs. So if you want the XP, come up here, and then the loot will drop down there. Alright, so let's turn this thing on. Let's go on hard mode. And let's see all the mobs drop. Turn on that. And there we have it. As you guys can see, the mobs are going to drop, these zombies, and it will kill them with the trident killer. And yeah, there you have it. Sometimes zombies like that will jump out of the way of the trident for a little while, but eventually they will die. And then you can come up here and collect the XP. Sometimes you can get it through the floor, but that's just like a good AFK spot right here. All right, my dudes, if you guys enjoyed this tutorial, make sure to smash that like button. Let's try to get 100 likes on, whoa. We're going for 1,000 likes on this video. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, smash that sub button, become one of the dudes, and I'll see you dudes in the next tutorial. Peace out.